On January 2nd, 2018, adequate notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been furnished by inclusion thereof in the annual schedule of meetings for 2018, which has been posted on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, filed with the Borough Clerk, faxed to the Hour Town, the Record, and the Community News newspapers, and distributed to all persons, if any, requesting copies of same pursuant to said act. In case of an emergency, a fire alarm, you must evacuate the building by using any of the exit doors in the room. They're immediately to my right and the double doors at the rear of the room. Occupants must exit the building by using the staircase and not the elevator. This meeting is being recorded by both video and audio and may be rebroadcast.
Okay, tonight we have with us Reverend Edward Zarchek of the Zion Lutheran Church to the invocation.
Most Heavenly Father, we thank you for the grace that you have shown us in this life, the very breath that we draw. For if you were not, we would be not. We ask your grace and your peace upon the men and women that gather here this evening to do the business of this borough. We understand that they have a large responsibility in which they have been elected as the leaders of this community. Let them be mindful and humble to the fact that they belong and work for the people, and that every decision they make should be for the good of the people. And we pray, dear Father, that if as they work hard for the good of this community, that when they're excited about what they want to have happen here, that they would share that with the community, with all the enthusiasm they feel within themselves. I ask you now, Father, to come quickly and be a part of each and every one of us here tonight. Bless us and keep us always in your care. And we thank you, Father, that each and every one of us have had the privilege to be born in the United States. And we ask, dear Father, for your grace, your peace, and your love. Bless this gathering this evening. Amen. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Will everyone remain standing and join me in saluting our nation's flag? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Fabrez.
Here.
Council members. Garofalo.
Present.
Ullman.
Here.
Duvino.
Here.
Lindenau.
Present.
Maroney.
Present.
Padovano.
Here.
Borough Attorney Ronald Zerio.
Here.
Borough Administrator Roberta Stern.
Here.
Borough Clerk Jean Feliga is here.
Okay. Do we have any items on or off the agenda tonight? All right. Proclamations. We have a certificate of appreciation tonight for Dr. George Leipzner. Thank you, Doctor. Good doctor. You can please come on up. I'm going to come down really quick. I just want to read this from up here.
Thank you.
It reads, actually we're all going to come down. We're all going to come down to that. It reads, in recognition of all of your dedicated time and service as physician to our police and emergency service departments, we thank you for being an integral part of our community throughout the past 47 years. If you don't mind if we get a picture, and we'll get a picture with you. We are and we also have the commemorative pin that there's a limited number. There's 100 printed up, and we don't give these out to just anybody. And you are going to receive one today.
Thank you.
Come on down, guys. Where do you want to see?
George, did you want to say something?
Yes.
George wanted to say something.
Oh, yeah, please.
Just wanted to say I'm honored and a privilege to have served the community of Borough of Maywood for the last 47 years, and now serving almost 3 generations of patients in this community. It's been a love.
Thank you so much.
It's been the love of my life, and I thank you all for your support and generosity, and for keeping this borough as #1 in Bergen County. Thank you.
Guys, anybody in blue, come on up, please.
Yeah, that was get a little closer. Get a little bit closer. Sorry, that's okay now. And we should have George's family come up. That's also three generations of light service.
Yeah, family, come on up.
You want us to take a chair?
You have a voicemail. Oh, it's going to take a couple hundred, so don't worry about it. Okay.
Thank you.
Stay there. Stay there.
That's the official one. I don't know either.
No, mine's got a page.
Okay.
Very nice.
Now that I'm calmer, I say thank you to everyone for the honor and also the distinction of receiving one of the outstanding pins that you only give to so few people. And it's been again my pride and privilege to serve the community.
Here, here.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Thanks for checking.
Water works. All right. Next, we have the Honorable George Trapp to present the Tree City flag to the Mayor and Council. And we have some other goodies, I understand.
Now, that's a tough act to follow. Just want to let everybody know that he was my doctor for 47 years. And whatever ailment I had, it was resolved right away. Thank you, doctor. Thank you very much. I'm here tonight.
You're welcome.
I'm here tonight as the Shade Tree Commissioner to present the Tree City Award for Maywood for 33 years in a row. And with all the requirements we achieved and are receiving the Tree City Award flag.
You need a couple Boy Scouts to help you, George. What's going on?
How about somebody up there coming down? I'm going to need everybody up there anyway, because we need to have some kind of a photo op.
We'll be down there, but he's the liaison, so he can help you right now.
Okay, but, all right.
I'm the shortest, too.
You are the shortest.
Before we do this, okay, I would like to present the Shade Tree City Award pin to our mayor. The official Tree City Award cap. Thank you very much. Okay, so if we can have a photo of this, I'd like to have everybody here with this.
Listen, you know what, we might as well do the thing down there. You have two pictures down there.
Carry your microphones down.
George, give me a very important present.
Where's your camera, George?
Okay. Roberta was one of the people who made this possible, and I would like to thank her very much. Okay? So, you can stay there, and maybe everybody get in on this.
Okay. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. One more. Okay.
Thank you.
You don't have bad stuff.
Wow, you must have been a Boy Scout.
We have a great new place for the flag, right, Mayor?
Thank you.
Yes, George, we'll have a place for that to put this year, at the corner of
Coolidge and Spring Valley.
Thank you. Would you accept this flag then?
Accept it right now.
Okay.
I'll take the flag. And I know where it is.
Thank you.
George, all joking aside, I know we joke around a lot, but you do a lot of work behind the scenes to get this every year, every
There's a
single
lot
year.
of people involved, the committee, everybody made this possible,
Well,
right down to the DPW.
Well,
Okay,
thank you.
so I just want to acknowledge everybody who made that possible. Thank
We
you.
have Arbor Day at Memorial School on Friday, and he's going to plant a tree together.
And we're doing that at the park, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
okay, at 1:15:20.
1:20. Right, you got that? 1:20? It's going to be 5 minutes earlier. Okay. Now we have some certificates of recognition for the New Jersey State Governor's Teacher of the Year and the Board of Education Teacher of the Year. I think it's for the last 8 or 9 years we've been recognizing the teachers right after they get. We let you guys get your awards and your kudos from the Board of Education, and then we give them on to you as well. So we have for Maywood Avenue School, Ms. Nicole Tefano. Memorial School, Ms. Jessica Cataldi. The Board of and those are the New Jersey State Governor's Teacher of the Year. And Board of Education Teacher of the Year is Maywood Avenue School, Ms. Diana Conahan. And Memorial School, Ms. Carly Burns. If you guys would come up, we have some... These awards, they all read the same, but basically they just read what I just said, in recognition of receiving the New Jersey State's Governor's Teacher of the Year Award, and then, yes, in recognition of receiving the Maywood Board of Education Teacher of the Year Award. And each of you and Council President Padavano wanted me to remind everybody what awesome teachers they are. That's the word she used. Awesome.
I did.
And I know My son and daughter had many of you, and you guys are great, and you help build this community. The people that you teach and that you supervise will be up here one day, will be wearing the blue, will be teachers, will be taking Mr. Trapp's place in 100 years from now. One day we'll have Dr. Leichner, the guys that you bring up here. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. Last trip, guys. Something tells me that this picture will make the hours count.
The whole center of the picture. But only Mrs. Cataldi. Everyone else dropped down.
You guys gotta come like behind me.
Well, you've got to go next to them, Claire, because they won't see you.
I'm going to point the end.
No.
Balance it out.
That should be 1, 2, 3.
I'll buy the one that I know is not getting cropped.
What do you do? Oh, wow. Wonderful. Good luck. Oh, goodness.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Miss White, welcome. Take care, guys.
Thank you. And I'll make sure he doesn't crop you out. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night, George.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Brian.
I should have
And left the mess with rubber bands and paper clips.
Well, let's say you have video of that. Except the video, except the video was not. You may be shocked at the
At this point, I'd like to open the meeting to the public. Is there anyone from the public wishing to be heard? And I use the term public loosely.
That's the only thing that's loose. Good evening. Frank Salento, School Board Liaison. Madam Clerk. Okay. The superintendent just wanted me to let the board know that you all have seen the issues we've been dealing with the send receive contract renewal with Hackensack Board of Ed and some of the difficulties we've had. As a result, we've now sent out the RFPs for the feasibility study to begin. We're waiting for them to come back, I think, May 1 is the return date, not sure. But they're out, and when it comes back, we'll get rocking and rolling with that individual. So you just wanted me to bring it up tonight to let the council know that it's out, and we'll wait for the studies to come back. If anybody had any questions, I could answer them.
How did the turnover, I guess, quote unquote, over in our neighboring town, will that have any effect on?
Well, as you know, 3 incumbents were voted out, and 3 new people came in, but my understanding is also the school board attorney has resigned.
Yeah.
He's been a big obstacle in our negotiations. I don't know how it will ultimately trickle down and affect going forward, but they do have some new input now on their school board, so we'll see how that plays out.
Fresh idea, see
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
The change in the guard over there hasn't really changed control of the situation, from what I understand. It's still going to be the same power.
Right, because there were still some remaining school board members with the power base that was in place. Yes. We're just hoping that some of that influx of new thinking might bring the board as a whole around to a little bit more negotiation, because they've been very little.
Okay.
Very difficult to deal with.
That's fine.
Okay.
Anyone have any other
Anyone
questions?
else?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wishing to be heard? Okay, seeing no one, close the meeting to the public. Public hearing on pending ordinances, adoption of ordinances.
Ordinance 318, an ordinance amending Chapter 209, Section 25B and Section 37.1 of the Land Use Code of the Borough of Maywood to define tattoo, body piercing parlors and facilities for the sale of marijuana and tobacco, nicotine, hookah, electronic smoking device, retail establishments, to amend the name of the SOB Sexually Oriented Business Overlay District, and to permit tattoo and body piercing parlors and facilities for the growing, sale, and/or dispensing of marijuana there. Ordinance 518, an ordinance amending Section 169.1 of Chapter 169 and Section 179.10 of Chapter 179 of the Code of the Borough of Maywood relating to fees.
Okay, at this point, I'd like to open the meeting again to the public for any comments or questions with regard to either of these 2 ordinances. Seeing no one? At that point, I will ask for a motion for the adoption.
Motion to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Ullman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Padavano?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Maywood that ordinance 318 and 518 be and may all pass upon
God bless you.
upon second and final reading. The Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to advertise the same according to law. The new ones are in your mailbox.
Okay.
The amended minutes just to change the roll call.
Thank you. Okay, is there a motion for the approval of the April 10th, 2018 work session and closed session minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
I'll abstain since I was absent.
Ullman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Padavano?
Yes.
I don't know. Since you left that side. All right, presentation of bills and claims and request for public comment. The clerk presented the bill resolution. Is there anyone from the public wishing to be heard with regard to the bills? Seeing none, is there a motion for the approval?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Ullman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Padavano?
Yes, but abstain from Figure Electric?
Correspondence and report of the Borough Clerk.
I do not have a report this evening.
Okay. Report of the Borough Administrator.
Mayor, just a couple of things. George Trapp and I met with Paul Cowie, who is the town arborist who's preparing the community forestry report that we should have for the next meeting. It's the next 5-year plan. And one of the things that we talked about, as all of you know, we've had so many issues with trees that have been planted in that narrow area, by the side, between the curb and the sidewalk. that in some boroughs around the state and other counties, they've come out with a front yard program allowing people to have the trees planted either within the 10 feet but on their property, not between the curb and the sidewalk, so that in fact we would continue to have a growing canopy throughout the town and not be limited to just planting trees under the wires. So when we get more information, I have an outline from another town that's doing it that Paul provided to us, but we're going to look into it a little bit more. But George and I, this is something actually that we've been talking about, and it's actually going to be in the community forestry report as well. So that's one thing. And the second thing is there is one piece of paper, one document left before we sign with Hackensack for the...
Not sign before we get the information
Well,
to look at.
Right, well, before it's complete, put it that way. So I'm waiting for that, and then that could be reviewed. And in the meantime, we have the same coverage that we've had daily with our own people. And that's all I have tonight, Mayor. One item, I believe, in closed session, but that's it.
Anything with regard to, is the forest staff, is that the meeting that you had with the forest?
Yes,
That's closed?
yes.
Okay, all right.
So a question for you, in regards to the trees, unlike between the sidewalk and the curb, people really don't have a choice. Will they have a choice if it's on their side of the wall?
As far as what type of species?
No, if they would get one or not get one.
Well, I mean, put it this way, it's something we would encourage. I mean, we're
But
trying
do
to...
Do they have the right of refusal?
Well, I think just like, if they're very much against it, we don't put it in the other place either.
Yeah, well, I think what Mr. Morone is saying is we will not be forcing anybody to take a tree. I mean, that's...
No, well, we haven't done that, but at the same time, if you go to the trouble of having a community forestry plan, you're trying to create some kind of umbrella and canopy for the for the town for the reasons you need it, oxygen, enhancing it.
Roberta, I think there's going to be enough people that would be really happy to get it.
Oh, I'm sure.
That we're light years away from even asking people, please, we need to. I think people are going to be volunteering to get their own.
Right.
Then do we also have to put something, do we have to stipulate that is a borough tree?
Well, it'll still be within our right-of-way.
Okay.
It's going to be within our 10 feet, but not limited
Well,
to...
often had people come up
Right.
complaining that it is borough trees. and not-
Absolutely. But that will in fact be a borough tree because we are keeping it within the 10-foot right-of-way of the town, just not limiting it where we get the problems that we get with sidewalks continually breaking. I mean, I've had people call me who did a new sidewalk 4 years ago, and then the tree's pulling up the new sidewalk. So we're just trying to do a balance between those two. The days, and we just recently went to a seminar, the days of having a tree-lined street with the same species are gone because there have been so many bugs that have attacked trees, and if they're attacking that species, you're going to lose all the trees. So now the recommendation is to vary the trees in all the locations so that if, we do get, they just described a number of very disgusting bugs, which I won't go into. But if we do get attacked by one of those, rather than losing every tree of that species, we might lose some of them, but not everything we've planted. So it's, kind of more, a little bit more, I guess, education that we need about the trees that we plant, so that we...
It would certainly benefit, especially the telephone pole side of the street where
Yes.
the trees get butchered.
Right. Well, we won't be planting anything that grows over 10 feet anymore. We're not supposed to anyhow. That's all I have.
Thank you, Roberta. Report of the Borough Attorney.
I have a brief report enclosed regarding Detective Sergeant Brown, but we'll get to it pretty quickly, I think.
You hear that? We'll be talking about it. Committee reports. Matt Garofalo. The man. What's up?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a few things. From the Board of Health. Yeah, I know. Would hold them up. Yeah. So from the Board of Health, the March total for fees received is $717, which brings the annual total to $1,618. The Maywood Wellness Challenge, the weekly walk, has been extraordinarily successful. This past week we had 17 walkers, and we have logged over 2.6 million steps on our goal, on our way to our goal of 10 million. I think we're going to blow that out of the water. The walks take place every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and you can come out and join us at Memorial Park. Thank you. I have my notes right here. And one thing is that the group wanted to dedicate a walk to a stigma-free walk, and the hope was in May, so I don't know if there's a good Wednesday in May for everyone. There are 5 Wednesdays in May to choose from. So if everyone could give me an idea of a Wednesday in May, that would be good. 1st to 8th. Is it the 2nd? The 2nd to 9th. Right, I haven't written down. The 2nd to 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th.
We should also include our Access for All committee. Ask them if they want to get involved with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe branch out just a little bit on that. And if you just other than the night of the library meeting, which is sounds like the 2nd or 3rd Wednesday.
The 23rd is no good for me.
Yeah, as long as it's not the library.
I think I'm only good the 9th and the 30th.
Last week was the
Sorry.
The 9th and the 3rd.
Yeah.
The 3rd, yeah, so it's the third Wednesday would not be good. Other than that, I'm fine on Wednesday.
Okay.
But you can have it without me.
No, it'd be nice if we're all there. But
The entire, yeah, the entire.
Everybody else, the 9th or the 30th? Okay, those days are good?
Sure.
Okay. I'll float both of those 5 people and get an idea. You got it?
Isn't the 30th Memorial Day? You wanted to do maybe the 9th, right?
The 9th.
No, the 30th isn't, because...
No, we're
Yeah,
doing
the
it.
28th, yeah. That's
Wanna make
on a
sure?
Monday.
Okay.
This year's on Monday.
Thank you, Tom.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Anything else, Councilman Garland?
There's a chopped romaine lettuce recall, E. coli, so if you have chopped romaine lettuce in plastic bags, get rid of it.
No, you don't.
Sorry. And
What I had for dinner.
there's the flu clinic date has already been set, so it's October 10th from 3 to 4:45 at the Maywood Recreation Center. Residents age 18 plus receive a free flu shot. And the last thing is I have a TANIC meeting tomorrow, so I'll be missing the weekly walk to go to TANIC, and I do have some folks who have been interested in hearing more about TANIC, which will be good. We'll go talk about some of our residents' complaints of everything. That's all I have.
You know, one day in the near future, I want to bring on my block, because I have 2 of my neighbors are the ones that do most of the years, have been doing most of the complaining. So if you want to give them an update, that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'll get in touch with them.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Mike. Councilman Owen?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. For recycling, on May 12th is the next hazardous waste drop-off, and that will be in Mawa at the Camp Reservation. This Sunday, April 29th, there will be a tires, electronics, and paper shredding collection at Borough Community College. That's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And also on this Saturday, April 28th, there's an AARP Fight Act Against Fraud shredding event that will be held here in town in the pool parking lot, and that does require registration, so you would need to register ahead for that. Also, our sports equipment drive and swap, there was a significant amount of equipment left over that is still available. If anybody would like to make an appointment to go through it and see if they could use anything, please email Lisa Shealy at the Borough, and that is lschieli@maywoodborough.org. As far as the community garden goes, we had the spring cleanup, which was a very successful event last Saturday, and on May 5th we are having the planting day. In addition to the planting at the community garden on May 5th, we will also be distributing tree seedlings for any residents who want them. There's 2 What's that?
200 and...
200. There are 200. And it is a mix between spruce trees and 2 types of dogwood trees. So I welcome everybody to come who is interested in trying out their green thumb and planting a tree. And the pool has open house date on June 24th. And also to remind everybody of the exciting referral program we have as an incentive to get more people to join the pool. If you refer a neighbor or a friend or another resident, we'll be giving free guest passes.
If they sign up.
If they sign up. If they sign up. And that's it, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Right. Bert, you said something about we're getting a lot of calls, more than normal.
Yeah, a lot of interesting calls, from a resident who has a friend and just asking about a friend who doesn't live in town.
With regards to the pool, I'm sorry.
Yeah, about the fees, and a senior citizen who called to ask if, does it benefit him to get guest cards or join the pool. I said, you have to join the pool to get a guest card. Just a lot of different things, which is interesting. I think that either when people received the Maywood Matters, and, a lot of people did see the pool application, and it is online, so people are getting ready. And, May 9th is the first day for registration here at the Borough.
Okay. Okay. All right, Councilman Trevino.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the library tomorrow, the Hackworth Foundation will be holding their biannual meeting?
Yes.
Biannual meeting, and nice to see an introduction of the municipal budget, and I just want to thank CFO Chair for all the hard work, and everyone else, Berta and Gene, and all the other department heads put the time into another responsible budget this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Councilman Lindenau.
I do not have a report tonight, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Councilman Moroni.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I don't have a report, but I do want to congratulate Detective Sergeant Brown on his retirement. Coming up very quickly, so thank you for all your years of service. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Council President Panovano.
I'm not going to cry during this report.
Yes, you are.
I might cry because Detective Sergeant Rick Brown is leaving. I just have that the permit fees collected in the building department are $2,735 for the time period of April 10th through April 24th. That is all I have to say. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And no tears.
No tears, look at that. It would have been longer, much longer. This weekend I attended the MYA opening day parade, and as usual, it was a great time. Special event this year, the truck was there with Chuck. We had the ladder out and the flag hanging from it, and the kids loved it. So I want to thank my brothers on the truck for bringing that out there. Roberta, I have a question. Do you think it's possible to get someone professionally done to line the 5K route with chalk this year?
I don't know why not, but I think that perhaps...
No, not that special blue paint. I'm talking about just chalk, but the actual route. And maybe listen, I was running this afternoon. It just hit me. It just literally like a lightning bolt. And then every mile, maybe a marker on the ground saying first mile, second mile, third mile. Do you think we could pull that off? We have about a month.
They have that liquid chalk now.
I think that if I speak to Gary about this, I'm sure that he and one or two of the other gentlemen...
No. I think this is something that like a professional company probably does.
Well, I will certainly look into finding a professional company that does that type of thing. But do they also have signs along the way like other towns do on... I mean, I know when they do a run through my town, there are signs.
They normally don't mark them. They normally don't mark them on.
I was thinking it would be nice if we did, though.
Years ago they did.
Maybe, just maybe a line in the ground or even on the side, but it would be nice if we marked the ground.
Let me look into it, and I'll let you know what I come up with.
All right, thanks.
Usually more time.
It'll be an oxygen tank on the
Oh, you gonna run it? Oh, there we go.
oxygen tank, every quarter mile.
That's,
Why haven't you the blue line in front of the building?
well, actually, our guys did it, but that's permanent. That's permanent. I want this that rains the next day, that it's almost done, and the second rain it is
I know
done.
in Burtonville, they do it for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, they do a green chalk.
There we go. Find out.
But they also do a lot of places
Who
with the
who
basement.
doesn't?
With a liquid
I just
soap.
don't know if our guys have the
I'll be
wherewithal
I'll be happy to look into it.
to get that done.
Yes.
I want to get that done, but I want it done like straight. I want it done professionally. I want it to look professional.
Well,
I want it to look
who's
like-
going to deal with who's pointing out the route, so they know where to go?
Whatever. I mean,
Say, if somebody could just draw out the map, and then I could speak to the professionals to see how they usually do it.
all right. I digressed pretty far on that one, but let's see. The introduction of the budget will be tonight. Just briefly, I'll have more to say on the adoption, but this is probably the 8th or 9th straight year that we've been sub 2% on the increase, and it's just a testament to how hard the people in the past, the people who currently have worked, all the professionals on the budget, on keeping this town fiscally responsible. It's a 1.77% increase this year, and which amounts to about a $61 per homeowner or taxpayer increase. That's on the municipal side, obviously. That's not county taxes, and that's not Board of Education taxes. But on our end, and on the Board of Education, quite frankly, I think everybody is fiscally responsible in this town, and we do it. It's a great job. Testament to you and Steve. You guys do
Everybody together.
wonderful job. Lastly, before we move on, I know, I don't know if everybody heard, but Assemblyman Eustace has stepped down. He's went into the private sector, more or less. And I was wondering if it wouldn't be prudent that we do some kind of certificate of appreciation for him for his years of service.
In the Assembly.
In the Assembly, yeah. Absolutely. So maybe we could get something like that put together and see if he's available for the next meeting. And if he's not, we'll do it for the one after. I obviously want to hear. Yeah, okay. We have no resignations, no appointments, and council approval of the following. Number 1, from the MRPGS, request to hold a softball tournament on May 18th, 2018 to May 20th, 2018, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday. 2, from Maywood Inn, doing business as Twin Door Tavern, a request for an outdoor dining permit. And number 3, from the MYA, requesting approval for fundraiser to paint house numbers on residents corresponding curbs effective April 24th, 2018. Is there a motion for the approval?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Follow?
I have just a question. The request for the outdoor permit, is that like a permit request for the summer, is it something that we generally do each summer?
Every year.
Every year we do that?
The tournament, you said?
No, the outdoor permit.
We have outdoor dining permits. They have to provide us with a sketch. It has to be approved by the zoning officer, provide us the certificate of insurance, and there's rules and regulations. It's from May through, I believe, October. And it's September, October.
That's all. All right. Is there a motion for the approval?
We did that.
We did that, okay.
We don't have roll call.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Holman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenow?
Yes.
Maloney?
Yes.
Catalano?
Yes.
Okay. Resolutions by title.
Resolution 7418, resolution authorizing the Bergen County Open Space Open Trust Fund project contract. Resolution 7518, resolution authorizing Negla Engineering to provide professional services and construction management for the roadway crossing Farmer Avenue and West Passaic Street project. Resolution 7718, resolution authorizing award of contract for the 2018 Spring Road Improvement Program. Resolution 7818, resolution approving the retirement and corresponding benefits of Police Sergeant Mary Tuchek in the Borough of Maywood, Bergen County, New Jersey. Resolution 7918, authorizing the mayor of the Borough of Maywood to execute any documentation on behalf of the disbanded First Aid and Emergency Squad. Resolution 8018, resolution authorizing Neglia Engineering to provide professional services and construction management for Palmer Avenue paving, NJDOT municipal aid grant funded. Resolution 8118, authorizing execution of agreement between the Borough of Maywood and B.D. Harvey Cultural Arts LLC. Resolution 8218, a resolution ratifying and confirming the payment for the library architect for the Children's Library renovation project.
Is there a motion for the adoption?
Motion to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Holman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Calvano?
Yes.
Resolution 7618, 2018 municipal budget notice.
Is there a motion for the approval?
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Holman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Calvano?
Yes.
Notice is hereby given that the budget and tax resolution was approved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Maywood, County of Bergen, on April 24th, 2018. A hearing on the budget and tax resolution will be held at the Maywood Municipal Complex, second floor council chambers, on May 22nd, 2018, at 7:30 p.m., at which time and place objections to said budget and tax resolution for the year 2018 may be presented by taxpayers or other interested persons.
Do you need some more?
No.
Okay, we'll go. Introduction of ordinances.
Ordinance 618, calendar year 2018 ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriations limit and to establish a cap pay in accordance to NJSA 48-4-45.14.
Okay, is there a motion for the introduction?
Move to introduce.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Garofalo?
Yes.
Holman?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroney?
Yes.
Calvano?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Maywood that ordinance 618 passed on first reading, and that said ordinance be further considered for final passage at a meeting of the Mayor and Council to be held on May 22nd, 2018 at 7:30 p.m. at the Borough Hall, 15 Park Avenue, Maywood, New Jersey, at which time and place all persons interested therein will be given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to advertise the same according to law.
All right, is there any new business? How about, do we have any old business tonight? Any miscellaneous business? We have a close. We do have a closed session. What do you have?
Same thing you have.
I didn't know if there's enough.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Is there a motion to go into close?
Motion to go to close.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Be resolved by the Borough of Maywood. Pursuant to provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, the Mayor and Council in closed session to discuss following subject matters: personnel. Be further resolved precisely to determine the time of discussion conducted in session to disclose upon taking final action on provided disclosures not to violate the attorney-client privilege or constitute an undue invasion of privacy. Be it further resolved the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Maywood do not envision they will return to a possession at this meeting, but reserve the right to do so.